Rhea Ripley shows off impressive body transformation ahead of Raw. Rhea Ripley showed off her impressive body transformation ahead of this week's episode of WWE RAW. Tomorrow night will be the first edition of the Red brand following Saturday night's main event. Ripley was not in action at Saturday night's main event but did take to social media today to show off her physique. The Eradicator shared a selfie showing off her body transformation, and she looks to be in phenomenal shape. As seen in the image below, Rhea Ripley captured the Women's World Championship from Liv Morgan on the debut episode of WWE RAW on Netflix on January 6. Io Sky defeated Ripley on the Raw after Elimination Chamber 2025 to capture the title. The Genius of the Sky went on to successfully defend the title against Rhea Ripley and Bianca Belair in a triple threat match at WWE WrestleMania 41. Bianca Belair suffered a hand injury at the Show of Shows and is currently taking some time off to heal. Former WWE writer questions Rhea Ripley's star power. Wrestling legend Vince Russo recently commented that fans were not reacting to Rhea Ripley during last week's WWE RAW episode. The 28-year-old defeated Kairi Sane and Zoe Stark last week in a triple threat match to qualify for the Women's Money in the Bank ladder match at the Premium Live event on June 7. Zoe Stark suffered a gruesome injury last week and was unable to finish the match. Speaking on Sportskeeda Wrestling's Legion of Raw show, Russo noted that Kairi Sane and Ripley did not get much of a reaction from the crowd last week. He stated that Mommy was supposed to be one of the biggest stars in WWE, but fans were not reacting that way. When it was just Ripley and Kairi Sane in that ring, there was zero reaction. Bro, I swear to God, it sounded like a tennis match. I'm like, these people are supposed to be such rabid fans, we go to the show and sing along. And Rhea Ripley, definitely one of the top 3 female stars in the company. I'd say her, Charlotte, you could say Tiffy. I don't know if you want to put Becky in there. But Ripley is over 0. And I'm like, what's going on here? From 12/24 onwards. Only time will tell if Ripley can win the Women's Money in the Bank ladder match next month. Rhea Ripley sends heartwarming message following recent WWE announcement. Rhea Ripley has been over in her native country of Australia over the past few days following the announcement that Crown Jewel would be heading down under on October 11, 2025. She was accompanied by fellow Aussie star Grayson Waller. WWE Crown Jewel has traditionally been an event held in the Middle East, but the decision has been made for it to take place in Perth this year instead, since Saudi Arabia will host a historic Royal Rumble next year. Following the announcement, Rhea Ripley has been forced to once again bid farewell to her native country as she makes her way back to the US for WWE RAW. Last day in Perth treated us well. RAC Arena, Perth, Australia, October. SmackDown, 10th. Crown Jewel Perth, 11th. Raw, 13th. The former Women's World Champion looks to be pushing for a shot at Io Sky in the coming weeks, but is embroiled in a feud with Roxanne Perez and Giulia on Raw at present, which could lead to a tag team match at Backlash this weekend. WrestleMania was only 2 weeks ago, and it seems that WWE is already prepared for their trip to St. Louis on Saturday, with some huge matches already announced. What's next for Rhea Ripley on WWE RAW? There are several events piling up for WWE ahead of SummerSlam, including Backlash this weekend, before Money in the Bank, Worlds Collide, and potentially Night of Champions in June. SummerSlam has been announced to take place on August 2nd and 3rd, as the show makes history as the first 2-night event of its kind. There will then only be a few weeks between premium live events as WWE kicks off another European tour, leading to Clash in Paris at the end of the month. This means that there will be a lot of traveling for Ripley before she lands in Australia in October and is once again able to have her family around her as one of the featured stars on the card. Women deserve better. WWE's Rhea Ripley takes a stand for women wrestlers by slamming hypocritical fans. WWE star Rhea Ripley, who has been facing backlash and criticism over the past 6 months since returning from injury, vehemently slammed her fans for criticizing women wrestlers in WWE. Ripley has taken a firm stand against women's wrestlers, who most of the time have to be the victims of scathing comments and criticisms. She has called out hypocritical wrestling fans for degrading successful women. Ripley has stated in her comments that women deserve better and tore them down in a